Hi guys, this is Pri. Welcome back. We all know that 2024 has come to an end. I have some wisdom to share. I've learned some things this year, as I do every year, but this time I documented my year. Well, not completely, but kind of, bits and bits here and there. So here are 21 lessons that I've learned this year that I thought would be interesting to share with you guys, because why not, right? Grab a cup of coffee, wrap a blanket around your shoulder, sit back while I take you through my year and the lessons that I've learned. Lesson 1. Forever is a myth. Now wait, don't take this the wrong way, but what I mean to say is that as humans, when you know something is going to be around forever, you start taking it for granted. So the second you start believing that nothing lasts forever, not the good times, not the bad ones, not even people, this gives you the power to live stronger today, because you know tomorrow is not promised. You make every single second count. You are grateful for everything that you have today because you know it's not going to be with you forever. And that's one of the most important lessons that I've learned this year. Lesson 2. Be present every moment and live every single one of it. Otherwise, life is going to pass by you and you'll be just a viewer of your own life. So the lesson that I've learned this year is that be alive and don't just exist. Breathe, be in every single moment of your life. Be present. Lesson 3. Someone is always going to be better than you. Always. That doesn't undermine your worth, because in someone else's story, you're better than them. I know, it's like a complete rat race, because we are never happy with what we have because we think that someone else got better than us. And it's fair because they are thinking the same about you. It's a mess, but we're humans. It's okay. The second you start believing that someone is always going to be better than you in every aspect of your life, you kind of make peace with it. Lesson 4. Be gentle when you talk to yourself. Forgive yourself. It is your first time living life. The world is making it hard enough for us. Why get on the same train? Lesson 5. There is no bigger treasure in life than finding people who genuinely want the best for you, who'll believe in you when no one else does, who'll make you feel seen even on days you feel like a shadow, who'll make you want to be alive, who'll make you want to feel alive. There is no materialistic thing in this world that can replace the feeling of finding those warm kind of people. Lesson 6. Outgrowing people is more common than you think. You meet everyone for a reason, and some of them are only meant to be lessons for you. You outgrow them not because they're bad humans, but because their screen time in the movie of your life is over. It's as simple as that. Lesson 7. Not everyone is going to like you, and that is completely okay, and not to be taken personally. Because if you think about it, we don't like every single person we meet, do we? No, right? I mean, it is completely subjective. Lesson 8. No one cares. This one is something that I keep aggressively reminding myself, because when I lay down at night to sleep, I never catch myself tossing and judging embarrassing moments of other people. No, because I'm busy judging myself, busy picking out these moments of myself that nobody else remembers except me. So why would I think that someone else has got the time and energy to judge me? Because they don't. They're judging themselves. We are all judging ourselves. We don't have the time and energy to judge someone else. So nobody cares. Why would I live my life thinking, oh, someone's going to judge me? Because they're not. The whole world does not revolve around me, and that thought is so liberating. It is so freeing to just think that nobody cares, so I can do whatever it is that I want to do. And even if there is someone out there who's judging you, by the way, that's clearly because they don't have things to do in life. Seriously. Lesson 9. I make mistakes, a lot of them. Sometimes intentionally, sometimes unintentionally, and that makes me a human. I can't play safe. That's not how it works, you know. Mistakes are inevitable. When I was younger, I used to feel like I can't make mistakes. I can't fail at something. I can't hurt people. But eventually, it just happens. What makes me a bigger person though is accepting it. Lesson 10. When you are in your good times, people will applaud for you, celebrate your wins. But only the realest of people will be with you when you have nothing, when you are a mess, when you're lost. When you're in the dark, only a few people will walk alongside you. And that's all you need to know about who the real ones in your life are. Lesson 11. Someone's opinion of you is not a fact about you. It is merely a thought, often formed due to self-projection. Don't take their opinion about you as a word of truth. Lesson 12. There is no such thing as the perfect time to start something. It is either now or never. If you wait till the perfect time to come, life would have passed by you. So start now. Start unprepared, start scared, but just start. Lesson 13. You're allowed to outgrow your thoughts and beliefs. You don't have to live by the truth you believed as a child. You evolve, and so do your thoughts and beliefs. Nobody is going to hold you accountable for things that you thought were true when you were a child. Because you were a child. From your childhood till now, you have changed a lot, and so will your thoughts and beliefs. Lesson 14. There were so many days in this year when I neglected self-care because I wasn't in the right state of mind. I'd be so hard on myself and punish myself for feeling that way. But you have to remember that you have to be the most gentle with yourself, especially on days when you're not doing good. So neglecting self-care on days when you're not doing good is not an option, because it'll make you feel so much more worse. The world won't get it. Don't expect the world to understand your dreams or ambitions, because why would they? It is not their dream, it's yours. Don't try to explain yourself to people who wouldn't get your vision, because no matter how hard you try, they'll not see it until it comes true. They live a life in their own bubble. They don't want to see outside of the box. So don't expect them to understand. Lesson 16. Accountability gives a lot of peace of mind. Accepting your faults, accepting you've done something wrong will always make you the bigger person. Take accountability. Say, yes, I made a mistake. I won't repeat it. It's my fault and I am sorry. You'll see how much peace it gives you. Because earlier in my life, I used to be so defensive when I made a mistake. I would never accept it. But this year I realized that the more defensive I got, the more worse my mental state got. So now I just accept when I make a mistake. Lesson 17. Choose people who choose you. Don't chase them who are never yours to begin with. Lesson 18. Communicate. Of how you feel, whom you feel for, what you feel, when you feel. Just talk it. Earlier in my life, I would never communicate how I felt about things. I would never talk to people about what I felt when I felt it. But now I realized it becomes messy when you don't talk. Talking things out with someone just clears a lot of things for you and for them. So talk, communicate, let them know. Lesson 19. Believe actions and not words. Promise actions and not words. This lesson has been a life changer for me, because I always believed people's words and they would never back them with actions, which in the end would make me feel like a loser. Lesson 20. This one is less of a lesson and more of a manifestation. Everything goes wrong before it all goes right. The last lesson that I've learned this year is that it's okay if all that you did this year was make it out alive. It's okay if you did not achieve the goals you said you would this year, because you got a long time to do those. If not this year, try again next year. If not next, try again. It does not have to be this year. There is always a divine timing for things, is what I believe. So when it's your time to shine, no matter what happens, it's all going to make sense. It's all going to work out for you. It is your life, your pace, and your goals. Just because someone else did it before you doesn't mean that you will never reach there. You will. when it is your time. And before I end the video, I want to send my gratitude for everything I've learned this year, for everything I've lost, for everything I've gained, for every time I failed, for every time I won, for every time I laughed, for every time I cried, for the well-being of my parents, my friends, and all my loved ones, and myself. I am excited to see what next year got, and I promise to be more kind to myself next year. I hope you do too. To be honest, 21 is not even that old.
It's just that I feel like I am constantly falling behind in life, and then I'm not reaching places that I should be. And no one is proud of me. Everybody's disappointed, obviously. I'm the reason for disappointment, worries, and all that.
Also, I don't know what's up with my skin, but it's not doing great. Actually, I do know what's up with my skin. I've not been taking care of it as much as I used to, and I don't know what that is about, why I've been doing that to myself, but I've been doing that to myself. Also, I have currently 88 subscribers on YouTube, which genuinely makes me want to giggle, kick my feet, scream, jump in the air, dance, because it feels unreal, to be honest. And yeah, I'm looking forward. So, a very good morning to me. And guess what I did? The day just started, and I was reading my book on my phone, right? And I was feeling extremely droopy, I was feeling very sleepy. So my phone fell on my lips. Look at that. I wanted a lip plum, but not like that. Look at that. That looks so bad. लाइफ में हर चीज़ गलत क्यों हो जाता है मेरे साथ. I've never had a face mask on my face, a peel off mask, and now I do. But I look like a freaking thief. चोर लग रही हूँ मैं. But love the experience. Highly recommend. 10 on 10. Okay, somebody said that God gives his strongest soldiers the toughest battle to fight, apparently. That's such a bullshit proverb and saying, because excuse me, God, I am not your strongest soldier. Why do you keep pushing the most difficult battles into my life? Why do I instantly have any minor pain in my body and immediately think I'm gonna die? Why do I have so much health anxiety? The second I feel something off on my in my body, I will Google it. Not the right way to figure out if something is wrong with you, but I still fucking do it. And it's so frustrating for a lot of reasons, because sometimes your body feels and goes through things just for the sake of it. There's nothing, no hidden meaning. There's no sign that you're dying. Relax, Priya. Seriously, relax.